welcome to my update. This is going to be a big one. I know I've kind of been missing for a little while here, just really behind on my updates. So this is 30 weeks, 31 weeks, and 32 weeks. So this is a big update. I feel like a lot has kind of been going on, so I just want to catch you guys all up to speed. So let's see here, week 30. In week 30, I went to my midwife appointment and got the results back from some blood work, and my iron levels were low, so they did put me on kind of an iron therapy plan. So I'm taking iron supplement, adding more foods into my diet that are high in iron, and we're trying to boost those levels, and they will check them again at week 36 to see if my iron levels are back up to normal or not. So that was the biggest thing for week 30. Week 31 and 32, I would say the swelling has gotten a little bit worse. I'm pretty much swollen all the time. My hands, my feet, my ankles, my face a little bit. I think part of it's just like weight gain in my face. Part of it might be swelling. Definitely this past weekend there was some swelling in my face because I can tell that it's gone down a little bit. I'll get into that in just a minute. So lots of swelling. Still, I actually don't know if I put this in my last update or not, but my hands have been going numb, falling asleep, getting all tingly in the middle of the night. So I'll like wake up in the middle of the night and my hands will be like numb or tingly. So that has made it challenging to sleep. Definitely more uncomfortable when I'm sleeping, mostly for that reason, but also just getting bigger. And I'm 33 weeks pregnant now, and I'm telling you, this is starting to get hard. Overall, I'm still doing pretty good. I'm still working and can function and things like that, but definitely starting to have more pain, more hip pain, especially like my right hip for some reason seems to kind of hurt. I've had a couple like muscle like cramps in my leg where my leg, it just hurts so bad. It's like the super intense pain. It feels like someone's like stabbing me and like wiggling the knife around and like pulling my leg at the same time. It's like the most intense pain I've ever felt, but it only lasts like 30 seconds. So it's really short and then it just goes away. And then my leg is like sore for like the next day or two. So that's been a little bit interesting. If I do like a lot of physical activity, not even if I do a lot of physical activity, if I really do any physical activity more than just like walking around, I'm sore the next day. One weekend I like cleaned my whole house and I was vacuuming and mopping and cleaning bathrooms and bending down and, things that I would normally do. But man, the next day I felt like I had ran a marathon. It was so terrible. Pregnancy just does not like me. I've just decided that my body does not do well with pregnancy. I threw up the first half of it. I had such bad morning sickness and nausea and food aversions. And I've just basically had it all. I've had the swelling and the heartburn and the cramps and the aches and pains, and it's just been just one thing on top of another. I feel like just as I'm starting to like feel good and kind of one thing is ending, a new thing starts. So this weekend we went to Walla Walla, where I'm from, to visit my stepkids and my family. We left on a Thursday morning over where I live. The weather was really nice and cool. And then when we got to Walla Walla, it was close to 90 degrees. The next day it was in the 90s. The day after that it was in the 90s. So we were there for 3 days and it was basically 90 degrees. And I was just not used to the heat, I think, and I swelled up so bad. If I pushed my thumb into my like ankle, it would leave like an indentation that would stay for like 5 or 10 minutes. And my feet were so swollen. My legs were swollen. my pants left lines on my legs. And it was just really gross, really, really uncomfortable. And it would help if I like elevated my feet and iced them or soaked them, but it only helped a little bit, and it was pretty miserable. Along with the swelling, my blood pressure went up, so that was a little bit scary. The highest it got was 138/84. That may or may not seem high to you. For me, it's high. Usually my blood pressure is like 110/70. So I have usually pretty low blood pressure. So that was definitely concerning to me. I called my midwife. She said to keep monitoring it. If it got over 140/90, to go to the emergency room, since I was out of town and I couldn't go to my primary care provider, to go to the emergency room or urgent care and have them, take it and do like a non-stress test or something like that. So it never got high enough to have to do that. And it would, get up to like 130s, go back down to the 120s, kind of go back up and down. So it didn't stay elevated, but it was definitely something of concern. So we are monitoring that now. I got just an at-home blood pressure monitor. I'm monitoring it every day, sending in the results to my midwife. Since being back in the cooler weather, the blood pressure has gone down and has stayed down for the most part, but it has kind of gone up a little bit more than what's normal for me from time to time. So it's just something to watch out for now. If it continues to stay kind of elevated, they will do a new blood work panel and see if there's anything else going on. It's a little scary. Obviously, it's nothing to really worry about at the moment, but it's something to watch. And, there's the, possibility it could turn into, gestational hypertension or preeclampsia, which involves getting put on medication, probably having an early delivery, and risk factoring out of having a natural birth at a birth center. I would have to have a birth in the hospital with an OB/GYN. So all of this stuff is kind of just up in the air right now. We're taking this week to really monitor closely and to see what's going on. I'm hoping that everything just kind of calms down and that it was just the travel and the hot weather and that everything will go back to normal. I can definitely say I won't be doing any more 5-hour car trips for the rest of my pregnancy. I just think I'm just too far along for me in particular to be in the car for that long of a time. Even with stopping and walking around, it's just a long time to be in the car. So I'm done with that. No more travel for me. I'm just gonna be at home, and so that's my update. And I'm out of breath. So this baby is moving a ton though, and he's moving around. I feel like sometimes he's gonna kick right out of my stomach. So I'm actually 33 weeks right now. No stretch marks yet, although just like in the last couple of days my belly has started to itch a little bit, but I'm hoping that it doesn't turn into any stretch marks. My mom had 6 kids and didn't get any stretch marks, so I'm really hoping I follow suit. His belly is getting big, and I've gained 30 pounds as of 32 weeks, so I really think I'm retaining a lot of water weight though. Maybe not, but that's just what I've gained, so 30 pounds. And let's show you this belly because it's getting big, and I'm sure since the last update it will look a lot bigger. So let's see here. Okay, so there it is. Front to the side. And there it is, little Milo's cocoon. Getting bigger, that's for sure. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you in my next update. Bye.